This is one of my favorite topics. How to gently request someone to do something for you. This is the gentle request or the imperative form. Please make coffee for me, or please make a dosa, or please let's go to the movies. How do you say these things in a very nice way? This is what we're going to see in our session. Let's get started. Now we come to gentle requests. This is super solid, important idea because you will be interacting with other people and you're always requesting them what do you want them to do. Please make coffee for me, or please call me, or please look at this. All of these ideas are the gentle requests. The imperative form is this idea. So we'll just call it gentle requests, and let's see how we can say this. As usual, let's see how we can request something this way. So what do we do here? We just add the EA form to request someone to say something. So we add EA, pronounced as EA, like this, right? So देखिए, please look, or please see. Note that the please is implied already. You just say EA. देख, you know, is to see. You just put the EA here. सुन EA, please listen. देखिए and सुनिए. Very easy. See if you can say it. Please make. बना. Right? Bana is the word for make. How can you say this? Very easy. Not baniye. Banaiye. Same here. Please come. Yes, I think you got it. Very, very easy. Now you just need to add objects on it. So we just add objects. The verb always goes to the end of the sentence. So how do you add this object? Dosa banaiye. Make the dosa. Address bataiye. Tell the address. Very easy. So now you try it. How can you say please watch the movie? Yeah, movie. Watch is dekh. And then EA at the end. Home is ghar. How can you say this one? I think you got it. Let's move on. Now the three important exceptions here are de, which means to give. So let's say you want to say please give me the water. You say de EA. That is incorrect. Okay, these are the exceptions. Later it becomes very useful to understand this. So de becomes DGA. Right? Same way, le becomes not leye, it becomes lijiye. Lijiye. Okay, that's very important to understand. And then kar becomes kariye. It's fine, but slightly better is kijiye. Again, this is slightly advanced. When we keep reviewing it later, you will understand it. But for now, it's nice to know. So see how you can say, please give water. Water, not deiye, is the exception. D something, DGA, yes. Please take the book. Book is kitab, or you can just say book. And then how can you say please take the book? And then please do the work. Work is, you can just use work, or you can use the Hindi word काम. Right? Then you've got the idea. Now here's the final idea, a quick word about please. So please, the word is kripaya, but you never use it. You can check with your family or your partner. You never use it. It sounds very formal, and it's best to be avoided at the start. It's not very conversational. So the please in our examples above is implied through your tone. You just be nicer and kinder, and you'll get it. Okay, so remember, practice these, and you've got some other parts here as well for you to practice. All right, here's a memorizer. Remember, these memorizers are for your benefit. They are on the website, and during our review, this is almost like a review for you. In our actual live sessions, the teacher actually works with this. On top of this, we do some conversations. So suniye is listen. Remember, you just put EA over here. Please look, dekhiye, right? Dekhiye, like this. And then you can add some more parts here. Kahani, bataiye. Kahani, story, and bataiye. And then please make is banaiye, etc. Remember, the answer key is right over here for you to practice. So practice these. It has the exceptions as well. And then let's move on to the next interesting topic. I think you're getting a good hang of Hindi. So if you reached here, you're on your way to start speaking some good Hindi. Let's look at what's next in the next module now. This is so much fun to use, gentle requests. It's so practical when you are actually having a conversation in your real life. Okay, so let's look at it. So the first thing you want to say is, suppose somebody comes to your house. How can you greet them? The most important thing is to say, please come. This please come means welcome in Hindi, right? That's how we say it. So come means how can you say this? Remember, for gentle requests, you always use iye, aye, right? And then you say please sit. What's the word for sit? It's bet. How can you say please sit? Bet. Iye. Please sit. Welcome. Sit. Right? Welcome and please sit. Aye. Baithiye. That's a common way of saying it. Aye. Baithiye. Now the other one you can say is how are you? right? This is an easy one. There is no gentle request here, but it's a good one. How can you say how are you? Aap. Yes, I think you got it. Aap kaise hai? How can you answer मैं ठीक हूँ? I'm okay, right? Now the person said I'm okay. Now you want to say this very important thing. Please take the tea. And remember, the lay is the take, and it's an irregular, so you don't say lay here. Remember, this is all done in your grammar idea, right? You use, what do you use? You say lijiye. You'll use lijiye. And then remember, you always put chai here, chai lijiye. Right? That's the gentle request, chai lijiye. As soon as someone gives you tea, you want to compliment them. So what can you say? Chai achhi hai. Chai is good, right? That chi is a very common word we use. Chai achhi hai. You can say chai bahut achhi hai. The chai is very good, right? You're appreciating it. Now, what else? What happens if someone tells you the tea is good? You can move on to the next step, which is please take the samosa, which obviously you know is the food, right? Samosa lijiye, or you can say roti lijiye, etc. Right? Samosa lijiye, etc. You can say this here. And then the expression after someone gives you things, how can you say this is a very important expression? You want to know this is dhanyavad. Dhanyavad. You want to be, dhanyavad means thank you. You can also use the next one, shukriya, which is also thank you. Dhanyavad or shukriya is something that you can use. Great. So this is a very common, very easy expression, very, very practical. Someone comes to your house. How can you say these things? Now, let's try one more. You want to call out to someone, or someone comes over here. You want to say something to them. You want to ask them to wait or call out. So how can you say, hey, listen up, or listen? The word for listen is sun. Right? This is listen. So how can you say please listen or listen up? Hey, hold on. How can you say that? Suniye. Now the expression for this is Arey. If you don't know the name Arey, suniye. That's the Arey, right? You can use it like this, or you can say, let's say the person's name is Priya. You can say Arey Priya, suniye. Hey Priya, listen up. So this is how you say that. This is another expression. Remember, in our live conversations, when we do the live sessions, it's much more organic. You'll understand the musicality of it. How do you say it? Not just reading it from a book, just the music of the saying, also how to pronounce it, and also more ideas will come to your mind in a live setting. Anyway, so hopefully you're getting some benefit out of these recordings. Now, suniye, and then how can you say, you turn back and say yes? That means haji, like this, haji, like this, right? Suniye, and the other person could say haji, right? And now what can you say? Tell me your name, right? In another scenario, the word for tell is extremely important. Many people forget this, is bata. How can you say please tell? Bataiye. And then the name is name bataiye. Or the Hindi word is naam bataiye. Naam is a good word to memorize. So naam bataiye means tell your name. And then I'll tell my name. My name is Ash. So Ash, right? I can say Ash, or mera naam Ash hai, or main Ash hu. Very nice. Now next one. Now the person, let's say, who knows, maybe I'm in a doctor's room or something, and the person asks me to sit down. So as soon as, now this is more expressions here, the person says acha. Acha, as you know, we've already covered this. Acha means all right. You're just acknowledging it. Acha originally means good, but you're just saying acha, all right. Your name is Ash, great. Sit down over here, and the word for sit is bet, right? And then over here or here is yahan. How can you say sit down here? So you say acha, yes, try it. Yahan baithiye, like this. Acha yahan baithiye, sit down over here. Right? Well, how about one more? Let's say in the receptionist at a doctor's place could say wait for 5 minutes, right? So how can you say wait? Wait is ruk. So how can you say rukiye? So rukiye, like this. And then 5 minutes rukiye. Now of course in Hindi we say 5 is paanch and minute is pronounced like this, minute. 5 minute or 5 minute rukiye, wait for 5 minutes. And then how would I respond? Someone says to me this way, okay, I'll wait for 5 minutes. So I'll say theek hai, right? Theek hai, I'll say okay. So this means okay. So this has many expressions in it, but more importantly, it has a gentle request, right? This rukiye is very important. Of course, there are other ways to say it, but this is the best, the safest, and the most useful way to start saying these expressions. All right. So now you try it. How can you invite someone, and let's say you offer something to them? Maybe you offer them water, and then you want to ask them, do you want water? And then you give them water, and maybe on top of it, let's say you give them let's say you give them a cookie or something, right, or a food item that you made, and then how can you have this interaction? Always try to end it with an expression. You want to say thank you, or you can say theek hai. So post a little bit of this conversation snippet in the comments. This way you'll remember what we've done. All right, let's move on. Remember, this is just a small sample of what's coming in our live sessions, so this will also help you a lot. Let's move on to the next important grammar topic now. Hopefully you had a lot of fun in this very short beginner level course. Remember, there's a lot of memorizers, a lot of practice material, conversations in this course. So feel free to practice this. Now, in our live classes, we do the same thing. So you will definitely benefit from your pronunciation and your grammar understanding, and even like sounding like a Hindi speaking person. In addition to that, the next part of the grammar is in the next course. So I've split this course into different parts. Just email me and I'll send you the link to the next course. Hopefully you enjoyed this course, and feel free to tell me your comments. Happy Hindi learning.